This man changed my life forever. And then obviously my lovely wife. She changed my life forever, and I changed her life forever. She changed mine in a positive way. I don't know if she would say the same about me. But one of the most valuable lessons she taught me about education, we would see friends, what do you do for a living? I'd say, I'm an economics teacher. My wife said to me, she pulled me aside at home when we got home, and she said, you will never use the word teacher. You are an economic educator. I said, what's the difference? Teacher, educator? She says there's millions and millions of teachers out there, but those elite few who infect and have kids enjoy their lives are the educators, the ones who go an extra mile. So I never even use the word teacher anymore. So take that word teacher out of your vocabulary, and it's an educator. So now I only have a couple minutes here because I thought I got to talk for about 55 minutes. But I want to tell you a short story on the day I retired after 30 years in Tucson Unified School District. I'm at Pueblo High School, and I had a girl in my class, and the one is a pain in the ass. I know that. Everybody knows that kid, okay? I had this kid. Every day she was so finally, kids are working on a worksheet. I take her out in the hall. I say, Samantha, what's wrong with you? You're such a pain in the butt. You're causing so much trouble. Well, I grew up and my father left my mother. And so I go, oh, this is perfect. My last semester, I could be a positive influence on this kid. So every once in a while, when she was a pain in the ass, I'd take her back out in the hall and have a father-daughter talk with her. And sure enough, I didn't think I was getting through to her until my very last day. I'm all packed up, 30 years of teaching. All the students leave. She's the only kid in the class left. She says, Mr. Reff, can I talk to you? I said, sure, let's go out in the hall, because you can't be alone in the classroom with a kid. So I took her out in the hall, and I said, Samantha, how can I help you? She says, do you know all those talks you had with me out in the hall? They made a difference in my life. He said, no, they didn't. You've been a pain in the ass this whole semester. She says, no. You really made a difference in my life. Do you remember those 4 words that you told me never to forget? I said, no. She says, did you remember when you told me when things get you down and you're angry or you're depressed? You told me, just remember these 4 words. This too shall pass. She said, that made such a difference in my life, I got it tattooed on me. The worst part is when I said, where? She turns around, pulls up the back of her blouse, and right across the crack, if you know what I mean, it says, this too shall pass. Of course, I look at it like this. Now, I look at it for a second and I said, Samantha, what did you do? When you turn 80 and it gets all wrinkly back there, it won't say, this too shall pass. It'll say, this is my ass. She said, you think the story's over? No. She says to me, no. Now every time when I look at myself in the mirror, that's all I'm going to think about. I looked at her and I said, Samantha, don't worry. This too shall pass. I shut the door. I walk home, laughing my tail off. I get into the house. I'm the happiest man in the world. I see my wife, and she's crying. Tears are streaming down her eyes. She said, Brian, who was my best friend, I was going to retire, I was going to play golf with him, go skiing, committed suicide. I go from the happiest moment in my life to the saddest moment in my life on my retirement day. So I'm going to end this with a quote from a knowledgeable person. So I made one up. If you can remember what you expect and what you actually get in life are usually two different things. I want to thank everybody. This is quite an honor. I see a lot of the honoraries out here. I've seen a lot of my old friends that I haven't seen for a long time. And thank you for letting me have the time to talk to you.